Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was actually a really good episode with all the content from. You had a lot of good things to say. Yeah, that's a solid B plus even.
Top 5.
Well, there's only 14, so.
I know. That's why I was pretty confident in that declaration.
Yeah.
This was 14, you said?
Yeah.
See, if only they were numbered.
Yeah, I was.
Everybody does it because it's what people like.
Maybe in the RSS feed, because on the YouTube, I
get
probably
that on
won't.
the YouTube because
but
you also
I'll do it on the RSS feed.
Yeah, because that's the only one I care about. You can do whatever with the YouTube. You have carte blanche basically.
Do you want to start with episode 14, or you want to wait till we get to episode 15 or a number that looks good?
I don't know. I mean, maybe 15, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other, I think.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't. And I mean,
as long as we kind of want to transition into that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to double check with. I know Anchor puts it on a bunch of different sites, so I'm gonna have to double check their RSS feed and see if any of those have episode 13, because I don't know, that's lost somewhere. It says it's uploaded and you can listen to it on Anchor and on the YouTube and on the other sites, but for some reason, even in my RSS feed, it didn't pick up. I don't know what happened to it.
I might try to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, see if that helps.
Yeah, definitely let me know if that is the case, because I'm going to be editing this for the next couple hours, so if it happens in the time, that would be great. Yeah, the last one I'm getting on the RSS feed is 13 days ago. Yeah, shoot. Oh, you know what?
What?
Something happened with the RSS feed, because the logo's not showing up anymore on the app. So something like, I don't know if Anchor switched our feed, or if I don't know.
Wait, so on your Podcast Addict, the logo's not showing up?
Yeah, it's just black.
On like the main screen where it shows all the podcasts?
No, when I click on the podcast.
Oh, for me it works. It looks right. I don't know, it's weird. Though, I'm looking through my notes and I had a few more things. I didn't want to hammer on Love Live too much, but this could be for post-show stuff. So when they do their first performance, it's only like 3 of them, and like it shows them like behind the curtain, like so nervous and stuff. And this whole time I'm like, oh no, oh no, like that beat. No.
Yeah.
Look at his face, but not like in a mocking way. I was just like, oh no, don't let this happen. The curtains like open, nobody's there, empty stadium. I was like, I was freaking out, dude. It was so terrible. I couldn't watch it.
It was like that was their first performance, you mean? Like
yeah. It's like their debut and nobody was there. And then like maybe 30 seconds, a minute late, somebody walks in and then they're like, well, we got to do it. Let's perform. And then eventually like a few more filtered in, but it's basically only the people who would later join. Because there were only 3 of them performing at the time, and then pretty much the entire audience was like the 6 members who would join later. But it was so terrible, dude. It was so like painful, because I know that feeling. A lot of this show, you would like this from a content creation standpoint. It's them getting so excited. It's like, we got our first upvote on our the Reddit rankings or whatever. It's like really relatable content creator stuff like that.
Yeah, well, speaking of content creator, this stuff, I watched that Digibro video, the 80/20, and he's so right. And what was a great line that he said there was, I believe it's like, there reaches a point where more quality doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help you, like, because you don't care. Like, and I was like, wow, that's pretty true. And honestly, is a shock. It's a good reality check for me, because I spend a lot of quality time on things because I want it to like look really good, but nobody cares. I don't particularly care. It's not a video I'm particularly proud of, so I don't know why I'm doing that. And then nobody else cares.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, who am I doing this for? Why am I spending my time doing this?
It's ultimately it's for you is the answer. Like,
but if like something I'm doing in particular, especially on the other channel, it's like, if I'm not particularly pumped about this video or don't really care, if I'm just doing this to check off a box, like, why?
Yeah, like when I was reading Osama Game, like the earlier chapters in particular were really poorly done, scanlation wise. Just like in every field, like and I don't want to be mean or anything, but there's definitely work that could have been done there, improvements. And I was thinking, well, I'm reading this and it's done well enough to where I know what's going on. I can follow the story. It's fine. But I mean, it's sufficient. It's not good quality. Like, I definitely strive for a higher quality. Whether or not I make it, it's a different question, but nobody cares. Ultimately, I think that Robin Hood scan later was right.
I guess.
I don't want to admit it because I mean he's wrong on a lot of points, but I don't think people care ultimately the difference between 50% quality and 80.
Yeah. Well, it's the 80. It's like 80-20. It's eight. You know, it's just get to 80%, and that's all people care about.
Yeah.
And I guess 80% is
it's fine.
You know, cleaning it and just putting words in it.
Kind of the bare minimum. I mean, I try to like, you know, get good grammar and punctuation. I notice a lot of scans don't have periods at the end of sentences, which is look out for it next time like you're reading a manga because you'll see it a lot.
Yeah, no, that is true. I have seen that before.
And like even between, you know how it's common that sentences will be split up in between two different bubbles. I generally do like a ... in between.
Yeah.
Even if like narratively or like overly, if you were speaking or reading that bubble, you wouldn't have the ... But I still put it there just to kind of tell the reader, look, this is going to continue in the next bubble, even if that's completely obvious. I don't know. It's just like a punctuation thing that I do, but a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, I've absolutely noticed that, and I think there's so much contrast and standard setting from what I think is the comic book industry, the U.S. comic books. I feel like that has carried over a lot. I don't know if the Japanese I don't know what came first. I think actually comic books came first, but I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah, I would bet money that they did.
And so I mean, so much of that has carried over, like just the way you do things, like procedurally. So it's actually pretty interesting to do that.
Yeah, maybe it would be worth my time to read like a Western comic or two just to see what they're like stylistically.
I've read some. I like Invincible is an interesting take on like a Superman type deal.
Yeah, never heard of it.
So I deleted episode 13 from Anchor because it was bugging out. So it uploaded. It says it's uploaded and it's published on everything, but
you've re-uploaded, you mean, just now?
Well, that's what I'm going to ask. You want me to do two uploads today?
Well, like, as opposed to what?
I don't know.
14 now and 13 in a couple days?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
Keep the order correct. So I would say upload 13 now.
Yeah, so we got Trins and Manga.
I mean, if you really want to like do something, you could edit in the front of the clip, just say, look, this is a re-upload. You know, you might have already listened to this.
Yeah.
But that's extra work, so
Let's see. Well, I'll just put it in the re-upload.
I want to go play Theatrhythm now. It's a fun one.
Say quality re-upload.
It came with like a big stylus. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
I'll bust it out.
Trends in the flight plan 13. I'll pump that out. Yeah, for some reason it didn't.
Do you know the status on 3DS free shop banning stuff?
No, I don't.
Because I think I've heard that they're going to. Maybe they have already. So
3DS banning?
Yeah.
Ooh. You know what's going to be a good place is the Reddit. The Reddit would be a good place to
that's true. Where would I find ROMs if I, theoretically speaking,
to back up your games, you mean? To back up your games in Minecraft.
Even that's discouraged legally. You're supposed to back them up on your own, like by dumping them yourself. But I'm pretty sure. Let me Theatrhythm. I have no idea how to spell rhythm, let alone Theatrhythm.
Rhythm. I can spell rhythm. RYTH.
No.
M.
No. RH.
Oh dang, I was close.
I know. See, there's always that rogue H. You always mess it up. I do at least. Oh yeah, Theatrhythm Dragon Quest 2015. I just started because I bought those AA batteries on accident, and then I was like, well, maybe I have some old Game Boys here I could check out. But I ended up playing a Game Boy Pocket, which, as you know, takes AAA's. Because it's the only Game Boy I have here that's overclocked, and it has the light on it. So I'm like, why would I play
your Game Boy that's overclocked? Like that's some like if this is in the post show, like.
This post show is better than the main show. We're on fire this week. But dude, it's like I'm playing Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the combo cartridge, and every time I play Dragon Quest 2, I always play it as a solo game. You get 3 party members, but I always trash the second 2. I don't know why.
Is this like
I've been playing that a little bit.
Somehow we have to work into all this, like this rich background that you have, that in the yearly Final Fantasy V playthrough?
I haven't done it in a few years, to be honest.
Well, you've still done it enough to make an episode out of it.
I guess that one was fun.
It's like it's like a group let's play thing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a randomizer. That game is job based, so There's like 4 crystals that you unlock different jobs from throughout the game, and the vanilla rules are for each crystal you can only get 1 job that's randomly assigned that you can use. So you end up having to go through the full game with only 4 randomly assigned jobs, and it's fun. And I know the game so well that I could do it pretty much any combination because I've played it so many times.
Isn't like Monk like really bad or something?
Early game it's really good, but then it gets really bad. Yeah. So like there are certain jobs like that where you're like, oh man, I got Geomancer again. I get Geomancer a lot. That's garbage. But then, you know, some games are like game breaking, like Chemist or something, where you could just like cheat. Yeah, Final Fantasy V is my favorite just because I played it so many times.
Yeah, you've got the familiarity breeds
contempt.
No, the breeds affection.
Yeah.
Breeds familiarity.
Yeah. Wow, that's deep.
I know. Did you make that up yourself?
Whoa, dude. I think I read that in a fortune cookie. But yeah, it's fun. And I need to go look into getting Dragon Quest Theatrhythm. A smartphone app called Intro Quiz Battle was released on March 20th, 2015. The app has players listen to songs from Dragon Quest titles and answer questions about the games. The app was shut down on April 30th. It lasted like 40 days.
R.I.P.
Let's see. I have to copy paste Theatrhythm. I can't type that. So ROM download in Minecraft. Theoretically speaking, they shut down one of the big ROM sites the other day.
Well, we won't advertise which one that was.
Well, I forgot which one it's called anyway. So
it's like, I don't know, ROM Haven or like something like that.
Might have been. It had a dark blue style to it.
Oh, I've seen that one. I can't remember what it's called, but
generally when you Google when you internet search a random like ROM name and then ROM download,
like Battletoads ROM.
Yeah, or for me it was like Metarot 3 recently. Hold on, download an exe. That's not a ROM file. You can't trick me.
I wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, no, but it's kind of executable into your.
You cannot trick me. Are any of those actually legit? Like, do they actually give you the download? I'm sure they'll also like give you like viruses and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Or now it'll be like a Bitcoin miner.
Ooh, yeah. But it's like the smart play would actually be for one of those to work and give you the malware.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how you do it.